Grandmamas need their grandsons. Grandfathers need their grandsons. Sons need their grandsons, need their grandfathers. These are very intricate and very important relationships that go beyond just the superficial. Brothers, you need your brother. Sisters need brothers, brothers need brothers. Because what happens in families in terms of the whole building of how we get along with each other and what we do and the dynamics of that. Sometimes the sisters can go to the sisters, but sometimes the sisters just need their brother there. They need a brother there. Brothers need the brothers there. You know, uncles need to be there. We need uncles. Nephews need their uncles. Nieces need their uncles. We need all of these relationships. And one of the areas where we are having the biggest difficulty is that not only have we lost all these family relationships, we've lost the importance role that men play in friendships. You know, since there are so few men, there are almost no men available for sisters to have just as friends. You see, if you can get a man, you better make him a lover and quick. I mean, that's the kind of mentality that's there. But women need friends who are men. Men need friends who are men. One of the problems with our marriages is that we overload them with making them be everything. My wife and my mate is not supposed to be everything to me. She is my wife, but she's not my buddy. She ain't my pal. She ain't my down man. She ain't my sister. When I try to make her all those things, I explode her by trying to bring so much and put so much on the relationship that it simply cannot be. We have over-defined our relationships trying to fill the gap. Women need men who they can be friendly with. I don't care whether it's an uncle, I don't care whether it's a man who's not related to her. She needs friendly men. One of the problems with brothers out here is that brothers are so crazy because they are trying to make women be their partners. Women aren't supposed to be your partners. Women are women. And they are not the same. The beautiful thing about women is that they are women. They are fantastic in being women. But look, when they got to get out there and go box with you, they got to go out there and like, kick butt with you. They got to go out there and do all the things, your partner, go shoot pool with you. I'm not being sexually stereotyped. Now, I know some sisters can outshoot me in pool because I don't shoot pool too well. But there are times when you want to shoot pool with one of the Bloods. Come on, man, let's go shoot pool together. Because what the energy does when we are together is very different. Simultaneously, in the same way that sisters who have a much better thing at this than we do because there's still enough sisters around, sisters have friendships. That's what keeps them living. If they didn't have, even though some of them spend a lot of time tearing each other down, their sisters do have friendships with other sisters. They spend time on the phone. They spend time talking to each other. And that's the thing that begins to build what's there. We don't have enough of that. So not only are the children missing their fathers, the women missing their husbands, the sisters missing their brothers, etc., 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 but we are missing our friends. And it is out of the friendship that we begin to build the camaraderie that's able to build a community. He needs me to shut up right quick. Okay, let me run this. So we need to be socially, we need to be intellectually. Intellectually, we need to have ideas, we need to have analysis. I should have been a dancer last night with the Bathroom Ballet. I would have had 3 hours. Now, if I had ideas and analysis, listen. If we had ideas and analysis, listen. We've got to be social intellectual. We have to have ideas and analysis too. We've got to understand that we must think, we must plan, we must have logic, we must have an understanding of how to put things together in reasonable ways. Conferences like this don't come about by people just feeling good. The sister said, like people say, Akbar's a preacher. I don't just preach, I be thinking. These be hard ideas. And don't confuse me with them preachers don't do nothing but sweat and scream and holler. That ain't what we are doing here. We are using an African modality to try to mold a new form of thought that is holistic, thought that brings emotion and logic along with it, understanding that the two things are compatible. that we can feel and think at the same time, and we can think and change feelings and feel and change thinking, and all of that is a critical part of understanding. And that's a part of the other dimension. So brothers don't just need to be able to play basketball and football, they need to understand astrophysics and philosophy. They need to understand that. Brothers, you can't simply be good businessmen. You've got to be philosophical men. That was the thing that Ellis and I used to talk about all the time. Look, I don't care how good you are on Wall Street. If you don't have any kind of philosophical understanding of how Wall Street is being used as an instrument to destroy the world, then you are an instrument of that destruction without understanding it. You need to understand that. We have got to go back to understanding how people have got to be educated. We don't, the National Society of Black Engineers, one of the most valuable organizations in this country, those brothers and sisters are awesome because they took the fragmented learning of the technology of the Western world and converted it and transformed it into a holistic system whereby they understand now that technology must work in conjunction with ethics, with ideals, with principles, with community building, community reorganization. And they are now about to go into the 21st century, and there will be a whole new definition of technology because of the National Society of Black Engineers. They are brothers and sisters who understand the connection between being whole. The third dimension, we must be spiritual. Yes, we must be spiritual. Now please understand, this ain't religion. You see? Now religion is one of many ways of stimulating, activating, and ascending spiritually. Good religion helps you build a bigger spiritual consciousness, if it's good religion. If it doesn't do that, it ain't good religion. But it is not religion that makes you spiritual. It is the aspiration for spiritual growth that guides you to seek religion. If the religion feeds that, then it works for you. We must understand in this spiritual consciousness, we must understand the idea of ethics. Yes, there is a right and wrong. You can't do what you want to do because you want to do it. Not a one of us in here belongs to ourselves. We were brought here and maintained here because people died to make this moment present. You are not sitting in Colony Square because you cute or because you got a gold card. You are sitting here because black folks who will never get in here died in the streets of Atlanta kicking down doors to get you in here. Listen. Because you are at the University of Michigan, because you are at Stanford, because you're at Berkeley, because you're at Harvard, you think you're there because you're smart? You're a fool. You are dumber than you think you are. You are there because black folks have given centuries to make it possible for you to get inside. So who does that training belong to? Does it belong to you so you can go to Wall Street to make a dime? Hell no, it belongs to us. Bring your skills back to us. That's the ethics that must guide you.